Hello, Miami. This is 305 Sports Now, your home podcast and channel for all things Miami sports related. I am Will, and it has been a very busy transfer portal this upcoming week. As yesterday, December 5th, was a day that everybody could officially name themselves if they want to go to a different school to get better playing time, better NIL deals, whatever the case would be for these particular kids. And the Miami Hurricanes have about 13 guys that have decided to enter the portal. The last two, one was shocking to me. One was a bit of a if so, maybe, whatever the case may be. The first one is Daryl Jackson. Daryl Jackson was incoming sophomore from the University of Maryland. Was actually one of the better parts of the Miami defense, a part of a solid front four that included Daryl Jackson, obviously, Leonard Taylor III, and also Akeem Mesidor and Harvey and so on. Jackson pretty much ends his career with the Canes with a pretty decent season at the tackle position, with pretty much of 27 total tackles. 27 total tackles, 4.5 of them were for loss. All right, and end up with 3 sacks. Great on stunts. All right, I will say he was very good to utilizing the stunts. That's what Kevin Steele used him in many occasions. Great at stopping the run. A solid tackler, a big guy, a force, and he's gone. All right, I thought that he would be part of a trio that would include Taylor, Mesidor, and himself for the next upcoming few seasons. The Miami Hurricanes look to shore up that defensive line, bring in depth as well, rotate players, and become better, right? Become better than they were this year in particular. So I thought with Jackson being there, getting some experience, already having experience, the Canes would be better suited. But Jackson's entered the transfer portal. Many feel that he is probably going to end up going to Florida State. His mom, it's pretty much a personal decision. I think his mom is not feeling very well, so he wanted to go closer to home. So I think that's one of the main reasons why Jackson is decided to transfer. Great kid, solid player, tough as hell. Wish him the best. Okay, wherever he goes, even if it is Florida State in particular, wish him the best, wish him success, and wish him, everything that he desires. So good luck, son. We appreciate it. And like we say, once a Cane, always a Cane. So Daryl Jackson will always be a Miami Hurricane. The second guy is kind of like a balance, okay? I wasn't sure if he was going to go, but not surprised he's going. And that's the Rooster, Jalen Knighton. Jalen Knighton had a pretty solid season last season with the Canes. Originally was recruited by Florida State and actually was going to go to Florida State, but Willie Taggart was fired and they brought in Mike Norvell. So he decided to join Manny Diaz here in Miami. Rooster had a lot of potential, okay? Obviously, the quickest guy as far as the backfield goes for the running back position. Last season, despite missing 6 games due to suspension, a pretty solid year, was able to pretty much have 8 rushing touchdowns and 3 of them receiving, had 11 total touchdowns for Miami in 2021 under Rhett Lashley's system. Despite, the running game not being the best, he still averaged almost 4 yards per carry. Again, not the best, but nonetheless, still racked up 561 rushing yards. In comes Mario Cristobal this season. The offense struggles. He's considered one of the problems and reasons why. Jay Knighton having a major issue with fumbles. He got him benched for a considerable part of the season. Henry Parrish started over him quite a bit, and in many cases, Thaddeus Franklin came in. I know he might have been injured. We don't know yet during some of those games, but not a guy that was very well utilized this year by Josh Gaddis and his team, on the offense side of the ball. He did show signs, towards the end of the season, didn't quit, didn't pout. Okay. Knew that he had to improve. So one of the things that I noticed was that he did run better as the season went on and fumbled less as season went on. That a fumble against North Carolina was very costly. That pretty much cost the Canes a victory against their arch rival. And now we would have been a bowl berth, as well. But nonetheless, Jay Knighton is entering the transfer portal. I'm one of the guys that's sad to see him go, because if Gaddis is not retained and you could bring in a guy that decides to use running backs better in the passing game, in space and so on, that's something that Jay would have been good at. Jay was very good last season in space when Rhett Lashley spread him out and swing passes and check down positions where he was locked on with a linebacker. He was usually able to win that battle. So I think that's an offense that's suited for him, is one that uses the running back a lot in passing situations. This is not the offense that's doing that. All right. Although Gaddis has thrown it to the tailbacks before, or call those plays. It's not something that's on the regular. All right. So I think for Knighton, he's gonna have to go to a school that is very pass oriented and uses the running backs, yeah, of course, to hand the football off and run between the tackles, but also in passing situations like screens, swinging the ball out and so on. Okay, so that's one of the things I think Knighton is best suited for. Wish him the best as well. Again, the same thing I said about Daryl Jackson. Once a Kane, always a Kane. Thank you for a good 3 years. I really appreciate it. We really appreciate it here at Canes Nation at 305 Sports Now. So again, best of luck. The transfer portal is heating up. So people leave, people come in. So I'm sure that's something that Mario Cristobal is going to show up as far as the tackle position goes on defense, and even the running back position as well, because there are a lot of guys also that are solid running backs entering the portal as well from top tier schools like Alabama, Oregon, etc. All right, everybody, that's it. Quick, simple, straight to the point. That's it for me in regards to Gerald Jackson and Jalen Knighton. If you like what you heard, please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to 305 Sports Now. Thank you very much, everybody. Have a wonderful day. Stay safe. God bless. See you soon.